And good afternoon, YouTube. This is the Double A bringing you a new show. We had some scrimmage this weekend with Tennessee, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. And we're going to talk a little bit about Chris Brazzell being arrested, but he's back with the team today. And then we're going to talk about Jamal McCoy and what the coaches think about him getting back on the field and when he will get back on the field. With that said, let's get right into it. Well, Chris Brazzell was arrested over the weekend for DUI. Don't know what the extent of the arrest was. Don't know if he's when his trial date or whatever's going to happen, but he probably will have a trial hearing or whatever. And don't know if he's going to get suspended by Coach Hyper. But the these young kids, they have their issues, and they get into trouble. And so, but he's back on the field, and hopefully, because he's kind of the leader, the senior statesman of the wide receiver room for Tennessee. But anyway, that's one of the things that happened over the weekend, and then the quarterback battle continues to be ongoing. The Right now, from what I'm hearing from the media outlets, George McIntyre played better in the scrimmage on Saturday than most of the other quarterbacks. And then I think Aguilar was second, and then Merkler was third. But we just have to see how they do. Who's going to be named the starter when the season starts? But as far as game action, McIntyre's never seen any, and Merkenberger, he's seen a small amount last year, but Aguilar's seen about 4 years of starting with the 2 years in junior college and the 2 years at Appalachian State. So we'll see what's going on with that, and to see what happens. Looks like Tennessee is pretty well stacked at running back. The running backs seem to be playing well. They have receivers. All the receivers are young. Offensive line, I think it looks like Pendleton's going to be the center, and Umarov could be a guard, and Perry could be a guard. And then you got David Sanders and Lance Hurd at the two tackles, left and right tackle. Tight end room is Kinzelman and Ethan Davis, with Deshaun Brame coming in and playing some at that position. On the defensive side of the ball, everybody's looking good. Edge rushers, you got Herring looking good, you got Ross looking good. Joseph is the leader, and then you got Dominic Bailey, and you got Tyree Weathersby, you got Hobbs, you got Campbell, and some other guys playing in those defensive tackle positions. They just loaded. Linebackers the same way. The two starters, T. Lander and Carter, are there. And then you got Gibson out there on one corner, and you got the transfer from Colorado moving in there at the other corner until Jamal McCoy get back. McMurray can play corner or safety. Farouk is playing pretty good at safety, and Harrison's playing pretty good at one of the safeties. The safety position is not a lot there, but they have a lot of guys that they can put in there. Let me look and see what Arlad is showing. But Arlad's had they update this periodically based on what the athletic departments give them, and but they still have Satterwhite as the let me reload that page. Still have Satterwhite running at number one at the center, Pendleton at the left guard, and then of course on the wide receiver Matthews, Brazel, and Staley, Travis Smith, and Jackson. Travis Smith is really looking good, and Darius Jackson's looking good too. Then you got Boucard in there, and he's just more of a Swiss Army knife. And then the media outlets are saying Trey Weary is looking very good too, catching the ball, running routes real good, and seems like he's ready to play. He's just a junior, but looks like he's going to get some playing time this year. And then of course on defense, Tyree West, I said Weathersby, Tyree West, and Bryson Easton, and Darren Hobbs, and then Joshua Joseph with Caleb Hearn, Schnell, Jackson Moore, and Dominic Bailey. And then you got Tyree Westby, he's in there too. He's looking real good. Nathan Robertson, Jamal Wallace, and then Isaiah Campbell and Ethan Utley. They two of the youngsters run. So you talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys that can come in and play that defensive tackle and nose tackle positions for Tennessee. And then looking at the Leo, Joseph Herring and Jordan Ross. At the Leo, and the end, Tyree West, Dominic Bailey, and Tyree Weathersby. So they have a pretty good nucleus of players that they can pop in there on that defensive side of the ball. But just looking at I think it was an injury report listed. I don't know what the injury report looks like now from last week since they had that scrimmage on Saturday. But I know Jordan Thomas is out, and Jeremiah McCoy is out. Christian Galance, he's banged up. And Joshua Joseph's banged up a little bit. Braylon Staley's banged up. Brian Grant, offensive tackle, he's banged up a little. Ricky Gibson banged up. Kilson's banged up a little, and Chris Brazel's got banged up. Cole Harrison was out, but I think one of the media outlets said that he was catching passes and out there working out. So we had to see what's going on with him. And then of course Donovan Bailey, the Leos. Ross, Joseph, Lindstrom, Hearn, and Gass, and then you got Donovan Bailey, Hobbs, Campbell, and Utley, and Tyree Westby playing that strong end, and I think I just showed you that that they can also play tackle too, but on the defensive side of the ball, they're looking real good, looking real well. We'll just see how they perform in these next few weeks before the game. I think we're down to 2 weeks before the 30th. I think that's the first game of the season on the 30th of August. And I think Tennessee's playing down in Atlanta against Syracuse. And of course Syracuse is talking a lot of smack, like they're gonna handle Tennessee down there. So we gotta see what Tennessee can do. They gotta be ready. Quarterback worries me a little, but hopefully that'll work out, and we'll see who's going to be the starter on the 30th. The running backs, you got Bishop, you got Lewis, and then you got the Star Thomas, good running backs, and then you got the two youngsters, Baker and Morris. They look good too, from what I understand. So we got 5 good running backs in case someone gets hurt, and so I think they're ready. I think the defense may have to hold down the fort for the Vols starting out early on, but when they get ready to go against Georgia, they got to be ready to play. That's the 3rd game of the season. We do not normally play Georgia this early, but that's the story. And haven't heard anything on basketball other than that they're going to have a real good team. They have a lot of good players. Coach Barnes, he was able to go into Portland and do a fabulous job of collecting talent. And with the 5-star Mint playing that small forward and being the shooter that he is, and all the guards he bought in, it's going to be, and then the power forward, Carney, and then the freshman Brown. That gives us two big power forward to go in there, and then of course the people that we have from last year, Estrella and Okoro, all those guys will be ready, and Phillips, along with Phillips. So we got at least 2 or 3 power forwards and a couple of good centers that we can. Estrella's a center, Okoro is a center. So that's 2 centers that we have, and then of course Phillips could play center if he needed to. Brown could play center if he needed to. And so I think Barnes is going to be ready. But anyway, with that said, that's about the biggest part of the update on Tennessee. Everything's still going. Practice is still going on. And, of course, Tennessee is still waiting on the flip of the wide receiver, Tristan Keys, down there in Mississippi from LSU. And then they're also waiting on Savion Hitter, the big running back out of Virginia, as well as Darius Gray, to see where they're going. And don't know exactly where those guys are sitting right now. I haven't heard anything on when they're going to announce. I think Hitter is supposed to announce on the 22nd of August where he's going. So we'll find out something on him. Don't know that much about where Gray is going, as well as if Tristan Keys is going to flip or not. But anyway, right now Tennessee was snubbed in football from the top 25 by several outlets, and Tennessee just got to get out there and play ball and make sure that they can show them that they can play with the rest of the country in order to move up into the top 25. But they were snubbed, so several outlets has Tennessee beyond the top 25. And what they're looking at is quarterback. They're looking at quarterback, uncertainty of the quarterback, and so they feel like because they're uncertain at quarterback, they won't have a winning season. It won't be as strong as they normally would be. But anyway, with that said, that's going to end this quick show. I'm going to come back with another show down the road. I'm going to probably do probably do a Titan show, a Tennessee Titan show, maybe look at doing a TSU show and a Middle Tennessee show and a Memphis show. May combine some of those shows, uh, but I'll be coming to you with another show before the next few days. With that said, let's go on in this show, and we'll see you. God bless you. See you on the next show.